Students, the next concept is mechanism of enzyme catalyzed reactions. It is important one. Mechanism of enzyme catalyzed reaction is known as lock and key mechanism. According to this, enzymes have large number of cavities of characteristic shapes, and those possess active groups such as amines groups, carboxylic acid or NH2 group, COH group, SH group, OH group. These are on the surface, especially in the enzymes. So we know that enzymes, these are having a cavities, and those cavities having functional groups like that. These are active centers of enzymes. These cavities are active sites of enzymes. The substrate, that means reactant molecule, should have complementary shape fit into these cavities just like a key fit into a lock. So as I told you that whatever the shapes or cavities or shapes of the cavities of enzymes, the complementary shape should be possessed by the reactant molecules to join or to fit into that cavities. It is just like a key that fits into a lock. Here lock is a enzyme, key is a substrate as well as reactant molecules. So due to the presence of active groups, activated complex is formed. This immediately decomposes into the product. Look at here, it is very important one. In case of step 1, formation of enzyme substrate complex. So this is what enzyme. This enzyme combines with substrate. That means what? It is a reactant. So these two combines together. So because of presence of what is that? Active sites, especially those functional groups. So thereby formation of what is that? Activated complex, that ES star. It is generally we are going to represent. So in the step 2, decomposition of activated complex to form product. So when it undergoes immediate decomposition, this activated complex which gives what is that product with the liberation of same enzymes. So because of that, in a every catalytic reaction, catalyst is a binary product or the last. Look at here. We can able to represent key and chain or key and lock model of mechanism of enzymes. For example, look at here. It is an enzyme. It is a substrate. Enzyme, it is having cavities like this. Substrate, this is having same cavities or complementary cavities for this. When this enzyme combines with this substrate, it fit into the here. So thereby formation of what is that? Of activated complex or enzyme substrate complex. So after that, immediately it will undergo a decomposition to give what is that? Product with the liberation of same enzymes. So this is what the graphical representation or schematic representation of what is that enzyme catalysis mechanism. Okay dear students, the next concept is colloidal solutions. These colloidal solutions are also called colloids. In Greek word, kolla means glue, eidos means like. Colloidal states of matter. Colloidal states of matter is a state in which the size of the particle in such state is 1 to 1000 nanometer, that they can pass through filter paper but not through animal or vegetable membrane. My dear students, so as we know that matter means what? Anything that can occupy space and it is having its own mass called matter. There are certain states of matters are there. So those matters which can able to pass through only filter papers, but not in animal as well as vegetable membranes. And these are having particle size about 1 to 1000 nanometer. then those chemical substances are called as colloidal solutions. See, every chemical substance which can able to brought into the colloidal state by suitable methods. So based on the particle size of the mixture of the substances can be classified into three categories. The first one is true solutions, next one is colloids, third one is suspensions. True solutions. So as we know that the mixtures of the chemical substances can be classified into three types. Which are those? True solutions, colloids, suspensions. Let us consider the first one, that true solutions. A homogeneous system in which the particle size of all the substance is less than 1 nanometer is called as true solutions. Just remember this. A homogeneous system in which the particle sizes of the substances is less than 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer means what? Nano means minus 9. 10 raised to minus 9 meter is called as true solutions. For example, solutions of sugar in water, solutions of sodium chloride in water, solution of urea in water. For example, if you dissolve water in sugar in a water, it is an example of true solution. Sodium chloride in water, it is an example of true solution. When you are going to dissolve urea in water, it is an example of true solutions. So if you consider these solutions, these are having particle size, it is less than 1 nanometer. That means what? It can able to pass both the filter paper, animal as well as vegetable membrane. So that means what? This particle size, it is very less, and it is a homogeneous system. Homogeneous system means what? There is no any bifurcation between the two chemical substances or sugar in water. So there is no any separate layer for sugar and water. These two will get mixed together. So that means what? It is an example of true solutions. Come to the next one, that suspensions. Suspensions, these are not a homogeneous systems. These are heterogeneous systems. A heterogeneous systems in which particle size of one of the phase is greater than 1000 nanometer is called as suspensions. 1000 nanometer means what? 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Once again I will tell you, true solutions are the homogeneous mixtures, but suspensions are the heterogeneous mixtures or heterogeneous systems. An heterogeneous system in which particle size of one of the phase is greater than 1000 nanometer is called as suspension. For example, stirred muddy water, sand in water. The suspension's particle do not pass through filter paper as well as animal membrane. So this particle size, it is too big. So because of that, this will not pass through neither filter paper nor animal as well as vegetable membrane. But if you consider colloidal solutions, colloidal solution, it is a heterogeneous system in which the particle size of the one of the phase lies in between 1 nanometer into the 1000 nanometer. That means 10 raised to minus 9 meter to 10 raised to minus 6 meters. So these are called as what? Colloidal solutions. See the difference. True solutions, these are having less than 10 raised to minus 9 meter. So these are having greater than 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Suspensions. But if you consider colloidal solutions, these colloidal solutions are the solutions whose particle size of the any one phase of that colloidal solution it is lies between 10 raised to minus 9 meter to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Then these states of matter or these solutions are called as colloidal solutions as well as colloids. For example, if you consider milk, halu, honey, tupa, butter, Marabic, glue, table jelly, smoke, starch in water, protein solution in water, etc. These are all an example of colloidal solutions, and in case of this colloidal solution, these are the heterogeneous mixtures. There is no any transparent. These colloidal particles passes through ordinary filter paper but not through animal or vegetable membrane. True solutions can pass through either in filter paper as well as animal and vegetable membranes. But suspensions which will not or neither passes into filter paper nor animal as well as vegetable membranes. But if you consider colloidal solutions, because of its particle size, it is lies between 10 raised to minus 9 meter to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. So because of this, which can able to pass only through the normal filter paper but not through the animal as well as vegetable membranes. Colloidal is not a substance. Any chemical substance can be brought into the colloidal states by any suitable methods. Colloidal particles have larger surface or unit area because of small size. So these are having larger surface area because of small size. Okay, come to the next concept. It is very important one, that differences between colloids, suspensions and crystalloids, suspensions and colloids. Crystalloids means what? Two solutions. So here in one column I wrote serial number, property, in that crystalloids, suspensions, colloids. Particle size of this crystalloids is less than 1 nanometer. Suspensions, these are having particle size, it is about greater than 1000 nanometer, that is 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Colloids having, these are lies between 1 nanometer into the 1000 nanometer. The appearance of these crystalloids are transparent. These are transparent. Suspensions, these are having opaque. But if you consider colloids, these are having translucent. Opaque means what? We can't able to observe anything through that. Colloids means what? Slightly we can able to observe. And if you consider crystalloids, so it's a filterability. Crystalloids which can able to pass through filter paper as well as animal and vegetable membranes. But suspensions, this can able to pass through filter paper but not animal membrane. Colloids can pass through filter paper and animal membranes. So these are what the differences between